I'm Nate.
I'm Evan.
And I'm Kyle.
And together we're the three smart boys. We don't know a lot about anything, so we made a podcast about everything. Let's get into it.
I contribute what I would say small amounts of comedy, and Evan contributes all of the audio, editing, the technical. So, yeah. Kyle, what do you contribute?
Nothing.
Life experience, maybe?
I mean, but he's not that... I mean, what, does he have a year on us?
I do have
that
a year.
That is true.
Okay, well...
He has a year on us.
Speaking of life experience, Evan and I managed to have a small amount more experience than Kyle did in something the internet has coined the gauntlet.
Oh, yes.
So today we introduced Kyle to the gauntlet. For those who are unfamiliar, it's a series of the worst videos you'll ever watch on the internet.
Just gory, disgusting,
from
shit.
genital mutilation to...
The one video is literally a guy drilling his dick.
Yeah, and there's another man being beheaded to literal death. Like, it's all across the board.
It's not even like a beheading. It's more just like they're just hacking and sawing for like 3 solid minutes.
We stopped before we got there,
yeah.
So Kyle didn't watch that one.
Well, like, you and me have seen it before,
yeah,
but
he saw some
Kyle,
shit.
You haven't.
Yeah.
So it is your first time, and you didn't make it all the way through, which
not.
is understandable because the last few videos are rough.
Thoughts on the gauntlet? So how does it? What was the first video? I've already forgotten. I remember the second video, but the first video is forgettable.
Oh, breaking the arm.
Breaking the arm,
snapping.
yeah. So pretty calm.
I've broken a bone, so it's hard to watch.
Okay.
If you've broken if you've broken a finger, that's different. But if you've broken a major bone,
what'd you break?
I broke my collarbone.
Ooh. So yeah.
That's the most painful of bones to break.
So that one was a little personal for you.
Yeah, that one hurt.
So
have you broken any bones, Nate?
I have. I broke my growth plate in my left wrist. And it wasn't like one of those, oh my god, it's broken. It was one of those, like, I think this is sprained. And they're like, no, this is broken. So.
No, I knew it was broken. I could immediately tell that there was something wrong in my body. And that's because you don't feel any pain. But if you notice, a lot of people, when they break their arm, they start freaking out.
Don't hit the mic stand.
I'm not going to.
If you hit the mic stand, we have to start over.
We do have to start over. We have to delete all of this audio and restart and watch the gauntlet again because
that's how it works from the top. Have you broken any bones, Evan?
No, my superior Aryan genes have prevented me from breaking any bones.
I wish.
Or how about just the sheer amount of time you spent inside instead of outdoors?
Hey, I wrestled for...
I can't confirm Evan was a little bubble boy.
That is okay. I wrestled for too many years, and then I did robotics, and there were, like, fucking metal, like, pieces of metal attached to motors just spinning.
Okay, so...
We could have broken bones
through
several
Evan's
times.
Life story.
Okay.
Second video of the gauntlet was the paper cut video, and it's from Jackass, and they take those manila envelopes.
Really the second one?
Mm-hmm. That's the second one. Oh. It's right because it seems a little too soon for that, but no, it was the second video, and they paper cut the webbing between their fingers and their toes, which, as an experienced gauntlet watcher, is still difficult to view. How was that for you, Kyle?
Same, not fun. That's gonna be my answer for all these. They're not fun.
Just not fun.
There's not a lot of emotion going on here, buddy.
You've just been crushed. All your emotions have been wiped from your body, and now you're a shell of a person.
I am a shell of a
person.
person.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the cult.
So, it's just crushed. I mean, there's no... What was going through your head? Like, just...
Not much.
Yeah?
It's just, you made me do it, so I sat there and did it.
Well, you were a good sport about it, so thanks for that. It's appreciated. I personally feel like we bitched out too early.
Oh,
I personally feel like we're strong enough, but
the cartel video
is really hard. The cartel video is very hard to watch. It's brutal and wrong and sick and demented.
You hear him like gurgling the
blood
and it's
the audio. Plus the visual is really rough. Like, so even if you try to look away, it's still not pleasant because you know what's happening.
Like, it's bad enough to have bad images that are just fucked up, but the audio just...
Okay, so
makes it that
which
much
did
worse.
You find worse? The ones that were, like, gory? Or the ones that, like, had to do with, like, bodily fluids and, like, puke and shit? Because, like, there's, like... example, the one of the woman getting stabbed in the street repetitively
I think
versus like the dick cheese.
The gory ones are harder to watch, but somehow, this has never happened to me, but when you were watching the one with the guy getting the jar up his ass, that one made me feel like I was going to throw up, and that's why I literally got up and tried to find a trash can. Because I honestly felt like I was...
You had seen that one before, no?
Yes, I have seen that many a time, and that one just, it got to me again. I don't know why it got to me, but it did.
I mean, it's understandable. There's a profuse amount of blood spewing from that man's
It's kind of like gory and repulsive at the same time.
It is. It's a good mixture of both.
It's a mixture.
Which one gets you? Quality. Is it the gore or is it the repulsive videos?
Really? Like, the repulsive videos I can handle because I'm like, oh, it's just people being nasty. But, like, the videos of just people getting, like, brutally beaten or murdered, it's like, oh, it just makes me feel sick to myself because it's like, oh, fuck, somebody... That's like ruining someone's like life, like
literally.
Oh fuck! Like the next few months, that person's life are just gonna be awful.
If they live.
And like, yeah, and they're not even gonna be the same afterwards. Like physically, mentally, like those ones are rough. Like the arm breaking one, that one's not bad. But like the lady getting stabbed in the street, it's like, oh
yeah, that's rough. Or that guy that's face literally split in half.
I mean.
Like, that one was rough for me.
That one was rough, but he did do it to himself. So
I mean, he was like going cliff diving, but it was like. So he like didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But still, I find that one so rough.
It is life shattering for him. Like he's never gonna be the same.
Especially cause the nurse like is holding his face together, and it's just it's rough to watch.
Like he looks like the fucking Predator with his like fucking mouth just like opening up. Like that shit's.
It was not a pleasant experience.
No. The cartel one's very rough for me. That one.
It's been around for so long. And then, like, I don't know. Because people were freaking out about, like, the ISIS videos, but, like, I think that one's so much worse.
Yeah.
It's so much worse.
They just hack at it for a while.
There's no clean any
But then again...
It's just going and going and going.
The ISIS videos are, like, high quality as fuck. It's, like,
they
HD,
do have,
1080p.
There are, like, a couple of pixels for the cartel video. Which, in a way, I guess makes it easier. It almost dehumanizes. Like, you can't... As long as... Like, you can't see their face. In the ISIS video, I mean, you can see, like, tears. Like,
yeah. You got the ISIS like beheading montage, like the quick scoping, the 360 beheadings, and
MLG Pro montage edits.
I kind of
420 gone wrong, gone sexuals.
Like it's not like I like watching the videos, but it'd be interesting to see an ISIS beheading video where they turn around with with Mountain Dew and just start drinking it.
I don't think a company would sponsor something faster than Mountain Dew would sponsor ISIS in that moment. And Pepsi would have won at that point. Like, Pepsi just getting to say the official cola of ISIS.
Yeah.
Like, kids nowadays are so edgy that, like, that's like, yeah, ISIS Coke. ISIS, Pepsi is now ISIS Coke.
ISIS needs it because ISIS has been crumbled. They're basically at rubble now. They're not, their biggest capital was taken like a couple months ago.
That's when he breaks to the group. I forgot.
They're done.
Knowledge of the world. He is the educated one in the group.
Educated one.
Like we don't really go outside of our bubbles, but like
we're semi-educated. Kyle's very.
I would say Kyle's most educated. You're middle educated. I'm least educated because I'm stuck in a bubble, just doing my own shit, and I don't care about the outside world.
Little bubble boy.
I'm little bubble boy.
I do get news updates on the reg.
You get news updates on
the
reg?
Like on my phone, like like CNN, Fox News, MSNBC,
like from Twitter or like
from Apple News.
Okay.
This Columbus Day voyage of this podcast brought to you by Mountain Dew Voltage. I'm drinking it right now.
Drink fresh.
That's the slogan.
This ISIS beheading video brought to you by Sprite.
Hey, no, that's not Pepsi. You get that hedonistic shit out of here. It's not Pepsi.
I am also drinking a Mountain Dew, but that's really the only Pepsi product I enjoy.
Wait, so
Is Dr. Pepper Pepsi or is that its own thing?
That is Coca-Cola.
Is it?
I thought Dr. Pepper was Pepsi because
we have it here at Ball State.
And it can go either way, but it's
does it have its? That's what I'm saying. Is it its own?
I think it's
its own company, just like 7-Up.
Listen, we don't claim to know
because I've definitely you definitely can go to like places and like, oh, we have Pepsi, or you could ask for a Dr. Pepper and they'll say, oh, we have Pepsi products, and they'll have Mr. Pibb.
I've only gotten
that
Mr.
happened
Pibb
this
at
weekend. This past weekend, I went to a restaurant who has Pepsi products, and Ethan asked for a Dr. Pepper, and he said, "No, I'm sorry, we have Pepsi products. We have Mr. Pibb."
That's what I'm saying. Was it that waiter's ignorance, or was it?
No, he got a Mr. Pibb. No, and it's Pepsi product.
Oh, small sidebar. If you're coming to this podcast for information, look elsewhere.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anything factual
And
really here.
We might also want to explain who the people we're talking about in our lives are. Like, for you, Ethan's your boyfriend. So, like,
Ethan is my boyfriend.
You might want to start.
He is my butt buddy.
lead with Ethan, comma, my butt buddy, my penis pal, and then move on from there.
Best buds since 7th grade.
So,
Butt buds.
did he get the Dr. Pepper after he blew you or before he blew you? Because I feel like that
he
messed
didn't
with
blow
the
us.
flavor.
He did not blow me.
That's an
with
extra
that.
flavor. It took the 23 to a 24.
Yeah.
He did not blow me for that. I did not ask him to. I'm a good boyfriend.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I don't ask for sexual favors.
It's got me curious, and I'm wondering.
Now, okay, you're not going to start blowing Kyle because you're curious.
No. Never because I'm curious, because I know I tend to think of myself as a man of conviction. I know where I stand, and usually where I stand is on my knees with Kyle's penis in my mouth. So,
Aw.
Dr. Pepper Pepsi product. Google. Currently, the majority of Pepsi and Coke bottlers bottling Dr. Pepper are owned by PepsiCo and the Coca-Cola Company. So it is both.
It's both.
Really?
Presently, Dr. Pepper Snapple. What the fuck? Snapple is a Dr. Pepper product?
Some of the Dr. Pepper.
It's Dr. Pepper Snapple is its thing. So it is all of it. It is a piece of itself. It is a piece of Snapple. It is a piece of Coke. It is a piece of Pepsi.
So Dr. Pepper is everything. You order Dr. Pepper, you get every flavor.
Dr. Pepper is the only drink sponsored by Black Lives Matter because of how inclusive it is. It's Dr. Pepper, the most inclusive soda.
I thought Pepsi was sponsored by Black Lives Matter.
See, but that's a hot topic, isn't it? Because everyone was very upset with Pepsi after that debacle. Fiasco.
I don't know what the issue was.
Pepsi's like, look at us, we're rebels, and Coke's like, hey, look at this panda bear.
Some of these sound really, really good because there's a list of variants of Dr. Pepper. Heritage Pepper. I don't even know what that is, but yeah.
That's just water with literal black pepper in it.
Dr. Pepper Red Fusion discontinued now. I wonder if that was like a Cold War soda.
Or
Red
cherry,
Fusion.
Or Dr. Cherry. It could have been cherry Dr. Pepper, which they just brought back.
Well, no. They have cherry on here, Dr. Pepper cherry, but then they have Red Fusion.
It could be cinnamon. It could be like a cinnamon Dr. Pepper. That'd be pretty good.
I would be about that. That's a good 24 flavor.
Pepsi does have Pepsi Fire now, which is a cinnamon soda.
Related products. Pib Extra. Dr. Wells. Isn't that the guy from The Flash? Harrison Wells, isn't that?
I don't
think
know.
so.
Fuck.
And I like this one. I would imagine. Let me run you through this variant. So you come home, right? It's been a long day. You just got off of an hour and a half commute. You're parched. You're thirsty.
Very parched.
You're so parched. So you sit down and your wife is there. It's the 50s. She has dinner on the table because women were better back then. And she pours you a nice, cold, refreshing glass of Dr. Thunder. Dr. fucking Thunder. I've never wanted to drink something more in my life than I want a Dr. Thunder right now.
Is that a big K or what?
I don't know.
What
that's
brand
a good
is Dr. Thunder? Because I think
I didn't go link searching. It's Walmart.
Walmart's
is Dr. Thunder.
That sounds badass as fuck.
What? Way to be Walmart.
That could be a really sweet commercial, just like Thor steps outside and he's like really thirsty after a battle and just his arm reaches to the sky, just
lightning strikes and there's a Dr. fucking Thunder in his hand.
Takes a drink and says, sponsored by Pepsi.
Except it wouldn't, because it's a generic soda and it's a variant of Dr. Pepper, which is everything. You couldn't sponsor fucking Pepsi.
I believe Coke owns. Well, no, it doesn't. Never mind. Pepsi owns Minute Maid lemonade, and that's your shit. So. Yeah. Because when you go to
right.
like Taco Bell, you can get
right.
Minute Maid pink lemonade. If you go to
You're right. What is Coke has Country Time?
Country Time.
What the
Country Time.
fuck is Country Time?
You don't know Country Time?
I don't think I know Country Time.
Now, fun fact about Nate, I am probably the biggest lemonade connoisseur there is.
This boy drank 5 pink lemonades in the span of about 25 minutes at Red Robin's.
Lemonades, and I drank 4 of them.
They were full glasses, though.
They were large glasses, enough to piss off the waiter.
Enough to where he brought you 2 glasses.
Yeah, he did bring me 2.
He made a comment and then brought you 2 glasses.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to eat. But besides the point is, I love lemonade, and so I know a lot about it, and I'm pretty sure there's a lemonade called Country Time. It's mediocre, but I think it is Coke's product. So while we're on this topic, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
always. Because Mountain Dew again is the only thing that I like.
No. But that's what I'm saying. So like, not as just like the soda Coke versus the Coke.
The brand entirely.
The establishment of Coke versus Pepsi. You still go Coke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Coke runs a better brand than Pepsi.
Pepsi's good because they have Mountain Dew.
And they have a lot of variants of Mountain Dew.
But they only have Mountain Dew. Coke has a variety of flavors.
They have Coke, which is Coke.
Yeah.
Then they have Sprite. They have Barks Root Beer, which no contest against A&W.
Fucking Barks right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mug. Don't even get me started on Mug.
The root beer argument is quality.
Because they have the variety.
But that's
they also have Fanta, Nazi Germany.
This is since there's no visual component, they both did just Sieg Heil and almost high five. Pretty amazing.
Sig Heil 5.
Sig Heil 5. But Sig High 5. But my holdback is Pepsi does have Minute Maid. Pepsi has Minute Maid lemonade and Powerade. Powerade's a Pepsi product.
I don't go out of my way to get Powerade or lemonade enough.
Yeah, I don't like Powerade
I just
either.
love lemonade
Gatorade's
that much.
better than Powerade.
That it's if it's between Coke and Pepsi, I'd pick Pepsi. Because of Mountain Dew and because of lemonade.
So the family's splitting. The parents have divorced. Pepsi and Coke.
Well,
you would go with Pepsi.
I think yeah. I would have to go with Pepsi. I would say the analogy is close. I'd say that you two are the parents and I'm the rebellious teen in this situation.
That is also Pepsi and Coke. Pepsi is the rebellious teen.
Okay.
Coke is the
classy man.
Well, you know what would bring us together? A nice cold Pepsi.
I hate
I would
Pepsi.
kill myself.
I hate just
A
straight
nice
Pepsi.
cold Pepsi. That Kendall Jenner stopped racism with Pepsi.
In a commercial.
Fuck.
Pepsi ends racism.
But I like
commercials
racism.
are real life. There's no difference between TV and real life. Is the conclusion that I'm drawing. Kyle, what is more important on your phone right now than we are?
Frat. Lots of frat stuff going on.
Fuck out of here.
People are getting...
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here. Get out of my room.
I'm playing Minecraft, Mom. Get out of here.
What the fuck? I'm playing Minecraft. Bless you. We should get on Yahoo Answers and find some of the internet's most burning questions.
The most burning question.
Let's get on Yahoo Answers.
Tell me.
In the meantime, I don't really.
In the meantime, talk about your life.
Okay.
We're about to sign a lease for a house.
We are about to.
Once
sign a
Nate
lease for
puts in
our
his application.
Our first house. Has Michael put in his?
Probably. We did send him the link.
Is it just
I feel like
Yahoo
he's the guy that would...
questions?
Just Yahoo Answers. It's Yahoo Answers.
Answers.
Yeah, Yahoo Answers home. There it is. No, it's right there. You got it. You can look up Yahoo Answers. No, but yeah, that's an exciting point in our lives. We're college students. We're about to sign our first housing lease.
What do we do? Random?
Well, you're on Yahoo. Go to fucking.
Just
go
literally
back.
Google
Go
Yahoo
back.
Answers.
Yeah, Yahoo Answers. Bingo. Okay, no. Should I quit my job? I'm 19.
No. I don't care how shitty you think your life is. You're 19. You need money.
Let's find some of those weird boys.
Wait.
Okay, what's our story?
Let's
College
read the
class. I'm working full time, 40 hours. I just started 3 weeks ago. I don't know what to do. The job is tiring. Is that
The job is tiring.
That's-
I have to stand.
That's like tiring, like the wheel.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I have to stand for 8 to 9 hours a day and deal with crazy customers. I don't need the money, but I need the experience. Just have something on my resume. I'm a cashier, by the way.
That's not experience.
Resume.
That's
Roma.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
you're sorry.
read it,
Yeah, I have to read it phonetically. Let me go back then. I don't need the money, but I need the experience. Ellipses. Just have to have something on my resume. I'm a cashier at BTW. Anyways, should I quit the job if it makes me unhappy and gets in the way of going to school, or should I stick it out? Okay, if it starts to get in the way of school to the point of where it's affecting your grades, I mean, you're taking online college courses. in your second year.
Why is he taking 40 hours a week if it's getting
just go down to 20
part-time?
Yeah, you don't
lower those hours, dude.
Just lower the hours.
Lower the hours.
One thing that I see people having a lot of problems of lately is they always
that's a wired mouse.
Throw my mouse at me, you cunt.
Why don't I?
No.
All right, keep going.
The issue is people think it's all or nothing. Either you go all the way into something or you don't do any of it. And really, you just need to balance your time. You need to spend maybe part of your time working maybe 20 hours a week, and then spend the rest of the time on your class.
Here we go. This is how can I keep poor people out of my face? I'm getting sick and tired of random bums on the street approaching me. I'm sick and tired of certain men thinking that I would give them the time of day, especially disgusting-looking black guys. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor either. Where can I go to avoid poor trash of all races?
This honestly sounds like it's a feminist that is also a part of the KKK.
Yes, because she says all races, but she singles out black guys.
Especially disgusting-looking black
That's like
guys.
saying, "Hey, dude, you have a very large penis. No homo. I'd love to suck it."
Okay, let me read through some of these answers for you boys. The best answer is...
No, we come up with our own answers.
Yeah, fuck those answers.
I don't care about their answers.
This one is in all caps.
Okay.
Why?
You are the most beautiful princess in the entire fucking universe. How dare people approach you, especially ugly people. Obviously, you are the light of the world, so they can't help but come up to you, so that they can hope that one day, maybe, they can be as ignorant and bigoted as you.
I don't think we need to say more. I think he
yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's the fucking answer.
He got it with the sarcasm. He killed it with sarcasm.
He led you in
with the swear words. The all caps meant that he was really passionate. I think he wraps that conversation up. Next.
No.
Keep going.
Wait. Hold up.
Go.
Have you guys had any poor experiences with homeless people?
No, you literally just say, "Sorry, I have no money," and they'll leave you alone. I've never had... And if they keep asking you, you literally, even if you have money, you just take one pocket that just happens to be empty, and you just fucking pull it out. Like, look, dude, I got nothing.
See,
and they will walk away.
But my response always is just don't even, just ignore. Like, because I know that statistically most of those people are not homeless. Panhandling is like a legit job. You make like 60K a year doing that shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to look the other way. Like, I'm not going to pay attention. But I have had some persistent beggars. Like, people who have gotten up in my shit. And luckily I've been with other people who are big city livers. So they were like, they took care of the situation for me. So I didn't have much to worry about. So no, to answer your question, I haven't had a lot of really odd homeless interactions.
Can we discuss the guy that sits up the exit of I-69 on the way into Boston?
He just kind of talks.
No, I don't think he's talking. I think he's singing. I think he's sitting there with a sign singing, and he just looks shitty. But
here's the amazing thing about that guy.
He gets picked up every single day at 6 p.m.
Here's what blows my mind about that man. I offered him money once. I said, okay, let's see how this goes. So I rolled down my window. I was like, hey, dude, I've got like a $5. That's like all I've got on me. And he said, son, all I need is your smile. That's all God wants. Have a blessed day. And then walked away from my car. And I was like, that was the weirdest interaction I've ever had. Because he has a sign that's like, you know.
Needs money, need job.
You know.
Christ, God is love.
Like, will work, you know. And so it's just like, if you're out on the street begging, but then you're going to turn down money. I couldn't tell if it was kind or ignorant. I was so confused.
I mean, have you seen his teeth?
No, because there
not
aren't.
to get that close.
There aren't. Yeah, there you go. He's got like he's missing one of his front teeth and some of the teeth around them.
Like, he's been right next to my car once. I just fucking stared straight ahead, did not look at him whatsoever. But
so next time we gotta talk to him. Next time we just gotta be like, hey, how's it going, dude?
Fuck no. I do not thrive in those uncomfortable situations. I can make normal situations uncomfortable, but I'm not good in uncomfortable situations.
Okay, now what's great about this question is the sheer amount of description behind it.
Masturbation.
So it reads, daily masturbation equals no baby in future? And that's it. That's the question.
That doesn't work.
What's your answer?
No, that doesn't make a difference.
You can masturbate. I'm confused as to what this young man is asking.
He's saying, will you run out of semen if you keep jerking it off?
If I keep beating.
Eventually you'll run out of the reserves.
There's going to be no baby juice left.
Since you create the semen and you are literally making millions of sperm a second, no, you cannot. Unless you are fucking blasting.
Is there a name?
But
Love.
Their name is Love.
This is Love.
But the thing is, though,
October 10th.
it's like an oil reserve. You keep pumping the oil out of the reserve, it's gonna run dry eventually.
You will not, because you literally cannot keep coming hours on end.
Okay, I think Aunt Millicent sums this up perfectly. If you call it masturbation, it's probably best you don't reproduce. Thank you, Aunt Millicent, for your wonderful answer. See, I think the pregnancy and parenting section is gold. I think this is where we should be. A lot of it is not gonna touch that.
Oh my God.
MacLeod? Acceptable and MacLeod.
No.
App-laudable.
App-laudable. For a rich, handsome man. A lot of these are. What should I call my kid? Please tell me. What should I call my kid?
My child's name needs to be perfect.
Ah, yes. Is Fish a good name for a baby girl?
Yes.
No.
There's kids. Okay, before you say no, as oh, there's no name. This is anonymous. As Anonymous brings up a solid point, there's kids called Apple, so why not Fish?
Wait, there are kids called Apple?
Since when?
What?
Or Pork. That's another.
Why don't you just name your kid Suicide and then just leave it at that?
Oh, here we go. There's a little discourse. Anonymous comes back and answers his post. So someone says Apple is a silly name and not appropriate for human beings. Fish is a silly name and not appropriate for human beings. And Anonymous comes back and says, no. Oh, no, it's a different person, actually. No, Fish is not a good name for a child. Neither is Apple. Just like the parents of any child named Apple. It's your right to name your child any stupid name you want. It does not make a good name or even a name.
There are laws in the United States on what you can or can't name your child.
You can't name your baby Hitler.
No, you cannot name him Hitler. You can't name them after a specific large icon. They have to be large enough. So you can't, like, if your last name's Jackson, you cannot be called Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Or if your last name's Potter, you can't be named Harry. It is literally against the law.
Huh.
There is a
list. Is that just like due to copyright stuff, or is that
I think it's the government being scared that you're going to defame your child before they're even fucking born. Because I mean, I don't know, I definitely know someone that is named Jennifer Lopez who was born before Jennifer Lopez was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or not was a thing, but was big. So I mean, some people just. Careful.
What's happening to little J-Lo now? How's she doing?
I just know that she exists.
Little J-Lo. Well, she would be older J-Lo because, I mean, J-Lo herself isn't... Oh, here we go.
She's the age of my parents.
I'm dying. Please help. Okay, thanks.
Update, I'm still dying. Okay.
Update, I'm still DY.
So if you're...
This is Dalton.
I'm still die.
If you're dying, just kill yourself. How about that?
End it
use
faster.
snake oil.
Faster.
Best answer, use snake oil.
Yeah, of course all the comments are, good,
Here's a flower. Rest in peace. Update.
Update, I'm still ding. This is the original poster, by the way. And this was a day ago. So as of a day ago, he's still dying.
He's still ding.
Sorry. Still ding. My correction. My bad. All right. So, Evan, I'm going to have you pick a category. You tell me here.
Let's go with... there's no cringe thread. Well, that's an issue.
No. Well, Yahoo Answers is one big cringe thread.
Let's go with business and finance.
Business and finance.
Let's see if we can
find
help
ourselves. There we go. Should I just give up and go homeless? I live in Los Angeles. It's too expensive to live here. Oh, this is written in like fucking iambic pentameter. The formatting is beautiful.
Iambic pentameter.
Iambic pentameter. It's Shakespeare's rhyme. Anyway.
Okay.
Plus, I can't find any well-paying jobs any well-paying job outside of computers or healthcare. Every career I've looked at never seems to lead anywhere. Most jobs are too competitive and don't pay. For example, math or English tutoring. Everyone tells me this is only for teachers who want to work part-time. Bookkeeping has too many people entering this field, also being taken over by computers. Florist, pay is too low. Translator, this isn't really a career. Most work freelance. It shouldn't be this hard to find well-paying work. I'm tired of looking. What should I do? Advice, please.
You probably got a degree in something stupid then, because you can definitely find a job if you're in the right field.
like I can't think of a stupid degree.
Honestly,
like,
if you
gender study or
if
anything.
you got a degree in something stupid and you can't do it because you're either not good enough or it's too the pool is too flooded, go back, get a master's.
I'm very confused as to what his specific qualifications are. Because the examples are math or English tutoring, and then bookkeeping, and then florist, and then translator. What? And how much are you looking to get paid? Because I feel like freelance translators, especially in the business field, like there's a market for that.
Especially in Los Angeles, where half the people speak English and half the people speak Spanish. Like,
yeah, you're in the fucking melting pot.
Crush it.
I feel like you could even freelancing, like, and that's not even freelance, because like I said, in the business field, that's like people get hired on.
Yeah.
You could also move to another city.
Exactly.
Somewhere that's not. Pack your shit and move away.
Move out of a city in general. Cities are expensive as fuck to live in. Just don't live in a city.
Get out of California. Move to Arizona. Something. I don't know.
Move somewhere cheap.
Colorado.
South Dakota.
Utah, I'm sure is cheap. Who's from Utah? No one.
Move to fucking Arkansas. Everyone's gonna need English tutoring there. I'm sure there's a large market for that there.
You could move to Muncie, become a meth addict, and
make
still
more.
live here.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, but I don't think we've answered the question of should I just give up and go homeless?
no.
I say yes.
I say no. Say move. Find a new job. You can find a job.
I would say move, yeah, and then find a new job. But, if you're thinking about just giving up on life, you're obviously not strong enough to keep going. And I feel like survival of the fittest should take over, and the weak will perish.
Say the two words that I know are coming out of your mouth.
Kill yourself.
There it is. See, I say no. Live that road boy life. Give up. But be the scum on society's shoe. Why not?
Because
we need something to laugh at.
Then you're a leech off of society, though.
Yeah,
wait,
but
you say you laugh at homeless people? What the fuck?
I didn't say.
In a roundabout way, you said you make fun of homeless people.
Moving right along. Games and recreation. What is a fidget spinner?
Gay.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, that's I think. Okay. All right. There it is. The video games.
Why does my dad beat me?
Why does my dad beat me?
Because you're a poor child. You're not what he wanted.
I wouldn't even say that. It's probably you're just a shit kid. What's your name? Oh God, it's Joshua.
I'd beat Joshua as well.
But it's not spelled nicely. So I would say if your dad's actually beating you, grow a pair and kick his ass, or go the pussy route and call the cops.
Or kill yourself.
Or give up and be homeless. Just give up. Be a road boy.
Giving up
Your
is
dad
an option.
Your dad can't beat you if society is already beating you daily. Because they will. Just be a road boy. That's my answer. Alright, science and mathematics. When will it be colder?
In the wintertime.
I'm legit tired of this warm weather, and it's freaking October. I love winter and everything, and I get so mad when I go on my weather app and see it has a high of 70 all damn week. The past 2 winters have been so warm, and I am actually getting really depressed from it. I miss the days in October when I could go outside and have it be freezing and actually snowing. But does anyone know when it will ever begin to get cold this year? I live near Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by the way.
Wait a second. They get depressed because it's not cold enough? Like, most people get depressed during the winter because they're stuck inside not seeing the sun.
And it's not nice. And the weather's crappy. But we are dealing with a Philadelphia native.
That is true.
The logic doesn't necessarily apply here.
100% of the people I know from Philadelphia are retarded.
I can say that too. 100% of the people I know from Philadelphia are mentally incapable. Billy.
What do they even do there? What's even
drugs?
Hey, cool, you got a bell that's cracked.
It's the city of like brotherly love, so it's the city for gay people.
Drugs and gays.
The gay capital of the world is fucking San Francisco.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
More gay people per capita in San Francisco than any other city ever.
So, you guys moving to San Francisco or?
You're real proud of that one. I can feel it on you. All right, I feel like we've exhausted Yahoo Answers.
If you're still listening to this, I am sorry.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like we got pretty shitty at the end there.
Why?
Pretty boring.
I wouldn't say so. I think we got on some. I think we hit road boys, dude. We got on the road boy talk.
Hell yeah.
Would you guys consider that? Would you
No.
guys
Being
consider...
homeless and a leech off of society with no hope of ever achieving anything in my life?
Nah.
Yes.
I'm a libertarian.
I'd
If
kill
you're
myself.
fucked,
Yeah.
that's your fault, not society's.
I'd kill myself. Like, that's... yeah.
Well, no. Like, would you ever just consider, like, not necessarily like being a leech and being homeless, but just like going
And just traveling and, like, camping and shit?
just like you have the means to support yourself. You're not leeching. You're living that road boy lifestyle without being a road boy.
I don't think I could.
I think
I need a sense of home.
Well, maybe for like a month or so, maybe just like for a trip or something.
Yeah, I could do it for a
like-
trip. That's different. But living that life, or society, ending whatever career you were trying to start, or ending whatever path you were on, and taking another, it could be hard to get back on the path, and you could set yourself back.
especially when you're literally doing nothing. For
Yeah,
that
because
period
if
of
you
time that you're off.
like, on a resume, there's going to be gaps in your work, and they will ask about the gaps, and they'll be like, "What did you do from 2014 to 2016?" And you're like, "I was a road boy, bitch."
I
And they're gonna
experimented
like,
with crystals and found my spirit animal. I have a deeper understanding of the universe. When do I start?
I feel like you can be a road boy when you've made enough money, you've had enough saved up, so even if shit hits the fan, you're fine.
So what do you mean? If like so?
So you go and you work a career, you live in a shitty home for a while because you're going to need to save as much money as possible.
So
And if you've got like, I would say
you
10
live
to
below your means.
Yeah, $10,000 to $15,000 in savings. You know you're gonna go do this thing for like 6 months to a year. Cool. I would plan it out because you don't want to be at the end of that road and be broke.
I don't know about 10 to 15,000. I would want at
Fucking
least
more.
like 40K
Yeah.
before I.
I'm just saying
took
that's
that
bare
shit.
minimum. If you want to live like
I mean,
you want
really,
the
if you're living
fucking
that road boy lifestyle, 10 to 15K. I mean, that's just food price.
But like, what if your RV?
Gas price.
Assuming you're living in an RV, what if your RV breaks down? What if you need repairs?
Got
What
that
if you need
emergency fund.
gas?
you're done.
What if, yeah,
Emergency
like,
fund. Emergency fund. You need one.
Well, but 1,000 to
I feel like that's.
15,000
I feel like you're
is not
right.
Enough. Yeah,
I
I'd want 40K.
could do 30.
30 you could do, but I'd
could
want
do 30.
40K. Just like
If you're-
A safe road boy life.
Nice-
a safe
nice
bubble.
nap.
Like if you've
Yeah.
gotten into it like right out of college, got into a career and worked for 20 years and you just went out for a little
So
while.
you're saying when you're
road boy
40.
lifestyle is awesome. Yes.
You're saying 40?
Yes.
I think people call that a midlife crisis.
That's cool. Whatever you want to call it, it's going to be a road boy lifestyle. I mean,
I feel like if there was ever a time to live a road boy lifestyle, it'd be now, though.
but you don't have any money now.
But yeah,
you
you
can't
don't
have that 10 to 15,000 to sit on.
And also, like, you're just like, hey, I'm here
You
to
think-
get job, and
you
it's
think
like you
20
graduated
years?
years ago.
You think 20 years?
I don't know about 20. I mean, it depends on what you're in. I mean, if you're
I think you
if
work
you
for 5.
if you create a company and fucking bring it up to something at the high as Amazon or something like that, where you just have all this fucking money, then yeah,
Well, then, yeah.
then
live
you've
the
had
road
all
boy
that
life.
you've had
Do
all
what you
that
want.
stress.
If you have that
and then
money,
you
then
just,
yeah,
just
done.
go away.
Done.
I think I
But
think
if you have like regular people money, I think you could probably be a road boy when you're like.
But
If you live it right,
like that's,
I think
I don't
you'd
know.
push it. You'd have to live below your means, like quite a ways below your means, but you could do it.
Because it's like you're just fresh out of college, so you already have this nice
You
debt
have to go
resting
straight-
on you.
yeah, and you have to go into entry level jobs.
Yeah, and you have to go an entry level job, and you're working your way up the ladder. And as soon as you're starting to get your way up that ladder, it's just like boom,
Quit.
gone.
Out.
Yeah, like
Unless
probably the worst decision you can make.
I'd say the best way to become a road boy at the young age is with daddy's money.
Hell.
If your
Daddy's
parents
money
can
is-
just
Daddy's money is a way to be a road boy.
just
fucking
fucking come daddy's
come-
money on
come
your
money
life.
on you.
But that's when you're not gonna get road boy. That's when you're gonna get boat boy status.
I think you
Boat boy
said
status.
roadhead.
That's we just sailed around Europe for 4 weeks, and it was honestly one of the greater experiences of my life. I feel like it's something everyone should be a part of. Well, it's like not everyone has that kind of money, Richie Rich. Like we don't have Daddy Trump back in our wallets for us. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, the road boy lifestyle is a tough one to lead, but
I think it
I don't
depends
know.
on how you want to live it. I think like for me, I would want to not have to worry about money and worry about food. So I would want to have the money, but there's all like I'm sure like you said you don't need it. You said you just go and do odd jobs.
yeah, that's definitely another consideration. Is
So the only
you can
time for me to be a
you
road
do
boy-
odd jobs for people. Like, I mean, they tend to be a little more labor intensive, but like, yeah, you make a little cash here, make a little cash there. You can cover yourself. Like the road boy lifestyle is a lifestyle that is within everyone's grasp. I just think few choose it.
Like, I could do that. I'm too, like, plan oriented. I need to have a plan, or it's gonna be hard. Like,
You don't ever want to break out of that?
No, that doesn't feel. I don't feel comfortable doing it. It's not. Why would
You're
I?
gonna stay within your comfort zone your entire life?
I don't need. I mean, not necessarily, but I mean, I'm gonna make a good living for myself.
Yeah.
I don't need the road boy life. It doesn't. I mean, yeah, I'll go down. I'll travel.
I'm gonna be honest. The road boy life calls to me.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
The road boy life calls.
Yeah.
It beckons.
I don't know.
Whatever you
It's
do, don't
dirty.
try to become a road boy when you're signed to a lease.
Oh,
I have to
no,
say.
no, no. I was actually gonna sign the lease.
We will track you down and kill you.
I'm gonna. Well, that sounds like even more fun then. that sounds like
That'd be a reason to keep
because
traveling.
you know what would be amazing? Because then you guys would have to live the road boy life too.
That'd be like a movie.
still-
Inadvertently would pull you into the road boy
We'd be
life.
hunting you down like mercenaries in a
And then
That'd be a
finally,
movie.
you find me, and it's the end scene, and
you look
and I'm
completely
just there,
different.
and
You're,
I'm
like,
and I'm
bearded,
different,
long hair.
and all of you are too. And I'm like, how are you any different now?
Yeah,
and you have all had these beautiful bonding experiences, and all I say is you're welcome, and then I disappear, and then maybe you realize that it was inside you the entire time.
And then
The
shows
road
us
boy
all
life
sitting
was
around
there.
a campfire, like at the Grand Canyon, like bearded men
Yeah,
eating beans.
Beans.
that's the typical
Out of the
road
can.
boy.
Out
the
of the
typical
can.
road boy food of choice.
Yeah.
Canned beans. Stereotypically.
I mean, I'm
I don't
gonna.
know. I think you could get like canned beefaroni for the same price. Might as well just have something nice. Have you a nice beefaroni or some ravioli. It might even get real fancy and get those SpaghettiOs and meatballs.
Oh hell yeah!
That's high class road boy.
That's high class. That's close to boat boy.
That's daddy's money. Yeah.
That's daddy's money,
Road
road
boy.
boys, when you have SpaghettiOs and meatballs on a regular basis.
Oh fuck with that shit. I'm gonna be eating a lot of baked beans next year, though. I'm just gonna warn you guys. Green beans, baked beans, like
Evan's gonna be a bean boy.
like. I'm just gonna be in my room and there's just gonna be empty cans stacked all over the place.
See, I'm gonna want to cook all the time. I'm gonna want to be making cool shit
Mm-hmm.
because I love to
We've
cook.
already got those gift recipes. We're ready. We're
That is
set.
true.
We have a lot of recipes that we're ready.
And Ted is a hungry dog.
Ted. Did you talk to your parents about bringing Ted? Can Ted come?
Ted is
they
Evan's
want
dog.
me to take Ted. Yeah.
Yes.
Ted is my dog. He's a good boy.
And-
Please, we need a house dog.
What did I say? Remember we were talking last night about this? What did I say?
Was that last night?
It was.
Okay.
Yep. It was last night.
I
Already.
love dogs. I love.
Feels like it's
I
gone.
really have not found a dog I haven't loved. Every
Really?
dog deep down is just trying to be a good boy. Deep down, that's all they want is to be a good boy.
Ted's a street dog though. He lives on.
He's a street dog.
He does kind of look like Poppins from Always Sunny.
let me tell you Ted's story. So
Wait, explain who Ted is first.
We
we
already
already
did.
did.
He's his
Ted's my
dog.
dog.
Okay.
He's like he looks like a Jack Russell, but he's like a little bit bigger than Jack Russell. But so basically, they found Ted in the middle of Indianapolis, roaming around the streets, like drinking out of puddles and shit, just because he was a hood rat doing hood rat shit. And they picked him up, and he had like a fucking mug shot of him like in the adoption clinic. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm getting that dog.
Street dog. Street dog.
And he's still a street dog because I'll take him on walks and he'll start drinking out of the puddles in the road and just
He's like,
eating leaves
puddle
and
water, the
sticks.
best.
He's like, I don't want that high class stuff. It's not a boat boy. I'm a road boy.
Yeah, he's a road boy.
So let's just point out that
I'm
Ted
gonna
probably
like
has
Ted.
more street cred than we do
He-
I
combined.
don't like Ted.
Like Ted has connections in Indy. If we ever get lost in Indy, we'll
Ted's
just
got the hookups.
we'll be like, hey, we know Ted, and they're like, oh shit, Ted?
Fuck.
Ted's a
Ted
hood
sent
rat.
you? Woof woof.
Oh fuck. I can't wait to meet Ted.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He was probably beaten when he was younger,
Skittish.
so he is a little bit scared of men when he meets them the first time. He's
He's gonna
gotten
live in a house with men.
I know he's gotten better over the years. He likes me because like I'm his homie. I've known him since day one, but he
Not
might
his day one, actually.
well not his day one, but
But you're together day one.
it's been like it's been like 6 years.
It's been a
so,
minute.
How
yeah.
old is Ted?
I think he's like almost 7. He doesn't look like it.
No, he looks young.
Yeah, he's agile as fuck. He can jump up on counters.
That's because he's a road boy.
He's
Yeah.
He
spry.
has to be.
He's a spry boy.
He has to be agile.
he is agile because like the kitchen counter is like just, it's a kitchen counter. He can just, standing still, just jump up onto the counter like it's nothing. He doesn't do it often.
It's like a magic dog.
He is magic. He just floats. He just stands still.
So we're gonna have to watch
our
our countertops. Don't leave food out on the countertops. Ted will find it.
No,
Ted will hop up and magically grab that food.
Don't you dare disgrace my Ted. He's a good boy. He would never do that shit.
He would never do that.
What does Ted
I wouldn't
have
blame him. If he has the means, go for it.
Is Ted much of a bark? Does he bark much?
He really doesn't bark often.
That's the best kind
like
of dog.
he's dead silent most of the time. Like, yeah, occasionally he'll like give a little woof, woof, like.
Has he got a deep woof?
He's deeper in his barks, but
if
there have been times where like he's just been really pissed off because somebody would like lock him in like a room and just leave him in there, and then like there'd be a bunch of people out, and he would start screeching because he was not happy with that shit.
I've never heard of a dog that screeched before.
It sounds like somebody's beating him.
Oh.
He's like,
oh jeez, no.
I mean, my little Jack Russell Rudy has definitely, when he gets very upset, he sounds like a cricket.
Oh,
my little dog's just an asshole. Winston's just an asshole. Oh, I was telling Evan he started to do this thing where he'll look at me. I'll be laying on the couch, and he likes to lay on people's legs because it's warm. Like he'll cuddle up next to your legs because it's warm. And so he'll look at me, and I'll say, "Yeah, you can come up here," and I'll give him like verbal permission, and then he'll climb up. He'll wait until he has it. And so the other day, my dad's sitting there. My dad has never seen this because Winston loves my dad. And so I said, "Yeah, Winston, you can come up." And my dad said, "Did he just?" And I was like, "Yeah, he waits for permission." And so apparently, since I was home for fall break, Winston thought that it was just an all-access pass for him once I gave him verbal confirmation once. So the rest of the weekend, anytime he felt like he wanted to, he would crawl up and sit on my legs. And I'm like, well, I guess this is where we're at now.
That's
Winston.
never a bad thing. I have to ask my dogs to get on my lap sometimes.
He's just kind of weird about it. We have this unspoken like brother-type relationship where it started with a mutual hate and has grown into a mutual meh. Just a mutual meh. That's all it is.
I mean, Ted's definitely more distant. Like, he'll sit next to you. He rarely sits on you, though. Like,
oh, he doesn't cuddle?
I mean, he does occasionally.
He is a gangster.
Yeah.
So I guess he
I prefer that.
He's a hood rat. Like, he's a street
love and
dog.
affection is gay, dude.
Yeah, he's not gay. He just sits next to you. He'll be like, yeah, we're homies, but don't fucking have me sit on your lap.
Well, it's just like us. I don't need
like
to sit
that.
on your lap to, like, watch a movie.
Yeah, but we're humans.
That's still.
Ted
Ted is close to is more of a human than some people. Okay.
Ted's very human. Like, he'll tell you if you're pissing him off. He'll just be like he'll give you that look, and he'll just be like, look, you fuck off with that shit. I don't like that. Like,
Ted said, "Miss me with that gay shit." All right, closing words, closing arguments.
Oh yeah, closing arguments. I think traps are gay, and
that's tough.
That is 2 against 3. Traps are gay. Therefore, traps are gay.
Listen,
we don't need to get into this.
not today.
That's another episode that we can go in an hour.
If we ever
podcast.
decide that we want to do another episode, you bet your sweet ass I'm starting out and I'm gonna go point by point for why traps are not gay. That's my closing argument. That's all I have to say about that. Traps are gay. Till next time.